Hello and welcome to your reading with messages for the week ahead, week beginning 28th of July. So this is another pick a card reading. You can pause the video, take a moment to look at the 3 piles and then choose the pile you feel most drawn to intuitively. You can then use the timestamps in the description box to jump straight ahead to your reading. So we've got pile 1, pile 2 and pile 3. Hello and welcome pile number 1. If this is your pile, then this is going to be your reading with the messages for the week ahead, week beginning 28th of July. So let's have a look at your first card. We have Apocalypse. Interesting. Okay, Apocalypse rather than apocalypse. I might have to get the guidebook out for this one because that's mysterious to me. Let me have a look. 1 minute. Glasses so I can actually read it. Apocalypse. Here it is. Removing the veil of deception. Apocalypse indicates a particularly painful time, one that unfolds when 2 disparate dynamics occur simultaneously, pulling the psyche in seemingly opposing directions. The first is a lifting of the veil. This means truths that have been kept in the dark are revealed, seen, and unearthed. No matter how relieving it is to witness them come into the light, an element of despair and grief follows. The second dynamic is the regeneration that comes from the wreckage of the revealed truth. The old narrative breaks and a new story forms. Apocalypse's energy is similar to a forest fire, devastation for the sake of regeneration. The veil lifts and we see who and what has been hiding. From the nakedness of the truth, a child is born. Have faith in the process. Hold on to your center. That is the only way. Okay, to me that feels a bit like the Tower card in the traditional tarot. So yes, something will be revealed to you this week. Some hidden truth will come to the forefront. And while it is definitely something that will free you, it will initially feel unpleasant. Let's see any other messages in terms of the energies that are coming through this week. We feel this one. Loss. Okay, that just confirms the first card. Looks like you're going to have a bit of a challenging week. Let's see what other oracle cards are coming through. What else does pile number 1 need to know? Gratitude. Okay, so this is that second part of the Apocalypse card. You will be grateful for the truth that's coming to light and the loss that comes along with it. So all is well that ends well is the message I'm getting from that. Let's get one more oracle card before we move on to the tarot cards. What else does pile number 1 need to know for this week beginning 28th of July? Perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. So yes, so definitely a week that will ask you to be strong. I like that short text read, hold on to your center. But in the end, you will be grateful for this tower moment, this moment where what you believed might be shattered and where new things come to light. Right, let's move on to the tarot cards now to get some more details for you. What else does pile number 1 need to know for this week? Okay, we have the Page of Swords, The Three of Pentacles. The Hanged Man. The Empress. And the Eight of Wands. So the Hanged Man for me confirms that this is definitely something that will completely change your view and your perspective on something. These truths that are going to be revealed. And it will be speedy with the Eight of Wands. You know, it will really kind of come in with a bang. Lots of change, lots of movement, very quickly. However, the upper three cards here, the Page of Swords, the Three of Pentacles, and the Empress are really, really positive cards. The Empress, you know, is pregnant with new beginnings, new projects. And with the Three of Pentacles, I would definitely say that you will be weaving a new thread for your life from this. There's definitely a kind of rebirth happening from this. And the Page of Swords also is a great energy to navigate a situation like this, because the Page of Swords is fearless. You know, she is reading her book. She's not looking at the balancing act because she has complete trust that her thoughts, her mind, her strength of mind will carry her through this. So a rocky week for you, you know, unpleasant, but definitely leading to something better. So you know, remember that you will be grateful for this in the end. Something good will come of this. So yeah, bear that in mind. It will help you navigate through this. Let's get one last oracle card, one last message for pile number one. I'm feeling this one. Visions of life beyond death. This card came out so frequently recently. And it's such a lovely card, you know, because to me this is a card that symbolizes your ancestors, your spirit guides, you know, all the beings that are supporting you from another realm, saying we're here, we've got your back, we're behind you, we're guiding you and we're protecting you. So that's another message coming through to you from spirit. You know, not only have you got what it takes to navigate through this difficult process, but you're also supported from beyond. You know, spirit has your back in this. So wishing you lots of strength for this week, lots of faith and trust in the process. And I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye. Hello and welcome pile number 2. If this is your pile, and this is going to be your reading with the messages that are meant to reach you for your week ahead, week beginning 28th of July. So let's have a look at your first card. We have the Creator. So the first thing I'm getting is that this will be a creative week for you. Let's get some more oracle cards to tap into the general energies coming through for pile number 2 in this week beginning 28th of July. Oof, there's loads. I don't normally like it. 4 of them. We go with it. Okay, let's trust the process. Ghost. Snail. White dress. And praying mantis. Very interesting symbolism here. These cards are fluffy. The snail tells me go slow, take baby steps, don't rush next week. The ghost makes me think that there are some insights of a psychic nature, that you're getting some downloads. The white dress, actually the only thing that comes into my head is this song by Lana Del Rey, White Dress, and the video where she's roller skating along this road in a white dress. So for me this is a symbol of lightheartedness and freedom of expression. And the praying mantis, well, I mean, she takes no prisoners, does she? She will execute her wish and, you know, finish with the kill. So for me, that is relating to creativity is like, don't hesitate, you know, do it. Trust your guidance that's coming through, your intuitive psychic guidance. Go at a slow pace, be carefree, enjoy the freedom of expression, and be ruthless in the execution. You know, don't hesitate, just, you know, get on with the job and finish it. Right, what other oracle cards do we have for pile number 2? Oh, this one wanted to come out. Let's 2 again. Okay, you're getting loads of cards. We have focus and also the void. And that's brilliant because creativity is coming from the void. You know, people often say, like, if we don't have time to be bored, it's very hard to be creative, because it's from emptiness really that creation comes. And focus is what we need in order to bring our creative visions to fruition. So yes, very interesting. What else does pile number 2 need to know this week? For this really creative week that they're clearly having, we have empathy. I'm open to seeing both sides of a situation. I'm reading this card as empathy for yourself. You know, leave the inner critic at home. Be kind towards yourself as you are engaging in this creative process. Remember this energy, you know, to be carefree, to just enjoy expressing yourself, you know, connect to the joy, and leave the inner critic at home. All right, let's get your tarot cards out. Now I'm just trying to think where to put them. Let me just make a little bit more space here. Move this out of the way. And then I can get these 2 cards here. And then we have space for your tarot cards to get a little bit more detail for you. What else does pile number 2 need to know this week? What other messages do they need to receive? I've got this one, this one, this one, this one, and these 2 actually. Right, so we have the 4 of Swords. Again, I think as it's right next to the empathy, it's again, you know, be kind to yourself, you know, provide a safe space for yourself from which your creativity can unfold and blossom. The Ace of Pentacles, you know, this is something that's growing in the material world. The Queen of Swords, she's also very focused. The 7 of Cups, the King of Wands, and the last card, the 5 of Swords. I'm going to move the void over here. We're not seeing it anymore, but I think you can almost see all of them. Yep, okay. So the 5 of Swords and the 7 of Cups, yes, they confirm to me that you're giving yourself a bit of a headache with self-doubt, with indecisiveness. And the message from Spirit is, you know, this is the energy, the Leo energy, the King of Wands energy that you need to push through this. Have faith in yourself, in your, you know, connect with your inner fire, with your inspiration, and embody that kind of lion energy, you know, to defeat these internal voices that are trying to sabotage you. And the same, you know, focus, be confident, you know, and something really wonderful will grow from it. You know, what you're going to create will be really precious, really beautiful, and with many roots and many shoots, you know, lots of things will come from it. So it's really important for you actually to do this week. It's almost like a seed you're planting, which will then, you know, bring more things into your life. Let's get one last message from the Oracle cards for you. What else does pile number 2 need to know for the week beginning 28th of July? Legacy of Light. It's a very similar card as the last card that came through for group number 1. Because this card also for me is a message from your ancestors and spirit guides who are saying we've got your back. We're right behind you, we're supporting you, we're cheering for you. You are not just doing this for yourself, but in doing so, you're freeing whole generations of your lineage that may have never had the opportunity to express themselves creatively in the way you can now. So yeah, lovely message to end with. It seems to be a bit of a theme that our spirit guides and ancestors are watching us this week and supporting and protecting us. I mean, they always are, but clearly they're making a point this week to come through with that message. Have a lovely week, and I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye. Hello and welcome, pile number 3. If this is your pile, then these are going to be the messages that are meant to come through for you for this week beginning 28th of July. So let's have a look what your first card is. We have the Queen. Regal energy coming through for you this week. Let's get some more oracle cards to just get a feeling for the general energies for pile number 3, week beginning 28th of July. What else do they need to know? I'm feeling both of these. What else do they need to know along with this Queen energy? The Chicken and the Dark. Don't be afraid of the dark. That is the first thing that's coming through for me, because chicken, I'm thinking, chickening out and being a chicken, and then there comes the dark. So, and with this Queen energy, the message I'm getting from this is don't be afraid of the dark. Embody your Queen energy or King energy, your royal energy, your powerful, sovereign, authoritative energy this week. Let's see what other messages are coming through for you. Pile number 3 for the week beginning 28th of July. We've got nourishment. Okay, so it's clearly also a week that you're asked to treat yourself like a queen, to nourish yourself, to really step into your self-care practices and yes, treat yourself like a queen, quite literally, give yourself the best of everything. What else? Oh, here we go. What have we got? Health. So, okay, so with the nourishment card, there's also a connection to health. Look after your health. Engage in healthy practices. Eat good food. Treat your body like a royal body that, only the best for you. Look after your health, your body, and your well-being. Pardon me. This is what is coming through for you energy-wise. Let's now have a look at your tarot cards to see what else pile number 3 needs to know for this week. What other messages do they need to receive? On this card, this card, this card, this one, and this one. So we have strength, the Wheel of Fortune, the 8 of Wands, the 7 of Swords, and the 4 of Cups. The 7 of Swords instantly jumps up for me and says, stop treating yourself as hindsight. Make yourself number 1 in your life. Make yourself the main priority. Stop worrying about what you're not getting from others and give yourself what you need. You need to build your strength right now and your health, because something's coming, some change. The Wheel of Fortune is turning for you, and it's going to be quick. So this week is really preparing you for something. some change, you know, could well be something very positive, doesn't mean it's anything negative, but something is going to happen very soon, and it's important that you use this week to build your strength, to look after yourself, to build your resources, to fill your own cup, because yes, something busy is around the corner. So make the most of this week to look after yourself. Let's get one last messages from the oracle cards. What else does pile number 3 need to know? Beyond the mind, the heart beats. And what is already with you? This one, the message I'm getting from that is really, yes, focus on your body. You know, this is the main message this week. You know, embodied practices, feeding your body nourishing food, having long baths, you know, putting lotions on your body, you know, all this sort of self-care that is very much body focused is what Spirit wants to make clear. And what is already with you, to me, means, you know, discover the strength you have within yourself. It will help you to do that, and this will prepare you for whatever new adventures are ahead. Maybe you'll hear more about that at reading next Sunday for the week after. Either way, I hope you have a very lovely, relaxing, self-caring, self-loving week, and I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.